Welcome back, everybody, to another designated Inquirer market day. My name's Axel, and today is 8/26/2020. It's been a chaotic day in the news, with basically a lot of social injustices happening. A lot of people deciding to take matters into their own hands when they don't have any business doing that. There's a lot with this system that we live in right now that has got problems. I'm here to try and help people as best as I can with one aspect of their lives, which is not to say that I am immune and or that I do not know what's happening with the rest. I do not like I don't like seeing what I'm seeing for a lot of different reasons. It makes me sad, and I hope everybody is safe out there when they're protesting. I don't wish any harm on any cops, etc. I just want to help. When I got my engineering degree, when I went to go get my engineering degree, because I didn't finish, when I got my economics degree, when I went to study art, it wasn't necessarily for me. There were times where I remember thinking of the things that I wanted to create and the tools that I wanted to wield to help people. This stream, this medium in which I'm working in through YouTube, etc., it's to help people. The words that I use, the phrases that I use, etc., how I conduct myself is to try and help people. I hope that I can help you guys today. So we're gonna get to it. Today was pretty interesting. If we go to the 2-hour showing what happened on the 2-hour block through this last few days, we started to see kind of some weakening in terms of how robust was the climb upward. There wasn't necessarily something that would indicate here that we would have an explosion to the upside like we saw today. There wasn't necessarily a singular piece of news that we could say with certainty that this led to a jump in the market. There wasn't a new piece of economic news. There was some information about vaccine news, etc., but who it affected seemed almost as if it not mattered to actually get us out of lockdowns for certain industries. It seemed like it just reinforced the trade to basically have everybody indoors, use Netflix and Facebook, and somehow we would all be okay. That's how the market traded today. There was a lot of explosions. Netflix traded out of its mind today. It rose an astonishing amount, and it stayed there. I don't know how much further it's going to go tomorrow, but it went up of almost 12% today. That's nearly unheard of, and for what reason exactly, we don't even know. Somebody just turned on a switch and this thing decided to rip. Like, there's no reason. This didn't need to happen today, and it, for whatever reason, it just did. It just did. There was nothing prior to this that would tell me that this would happen. Zero technicals about this happening right here, right now. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Just, okay, I guess we're doing this today. An unbelievable amount of volume. All of a sudden, was it this pop right here in volume at the end of the day? Okay. Like, I don't know. It seemed really odd. It seemed really odd. I don't get it. So maybe something like this can happen tomorrow. I don't know. Where it might pop a little bit further, but with regard to what exactly, like, it's kind of hard to say for what reason. Like, for what reason? Like, it would. Why? Like it broke there, right? It shouldn't have gone up like that. Well, like where's it gonna stop? Like, exactly. Why would it act this way? I don't see it. Even if we let's add some studies. Let's see if there's something underlying here that tells us that this was the day that this should happen. No, it just kind of almost wandered into. No, I mean here. Oh, we got a cross. Oh, we have a cross in momentum. So let's run it up to the moon. That doesn't seem like a good reason. What? I mean, there's this film that kind of came out through Netflix that's getting a lot of attention, but it's for not the right reasons. Like, the right reasons is not, like, it's for bad reasons that it's getting attention, and yet somehow people are taking it as we're getting attention, we should just buy it because people are going to be interested enough to get subscriptions to see what all the hubbub is about. This is a case of any news is good news. Any press is good press. Was there maybe... Alright, there's one other thing here. Alright, we're gonna go to Google Trends real quick. We're gonna go to Trends. Google Trends. Alright, we're gonna search here. Netflix. Did it really increase all that much today? There was an increase. There wasn't really anything here. There was nothing here to suggest that today was the day. I don't see anything that today was the day that Netflix had to jump 12%. It didn't report. Is there inside trading maybe? Let's take a look at the we're gonna look at the strike price. I'm gonna see open interest. Open interest to the put side is highest at basically 470. Then which is probably far behind, and then there's a lot of interest. I mean, I guess here at 28 at 550. Did this happen? I don't know why this would have happened. there isn't really a reason why this should have happened. There isn't really a reason why this should have happened. This is very strange. Yeah. Anyway, so that amongst many other stocks that are part of the Nasdaq, the S&P, etc. It seems to be pretty anomalous. Even for volume's sake, volume is pretty consistent throughout the day where it normally trails off. We've had a very high volume day. So if we're looking at only studies, if we're only looking at volume, we had a up on volume day, but not an explosive volume day. These two events were of higher volume than the previous. I mean, it's a very strong jump. It was a very strong move today, a concerted and strong move. So, in terms of it being able to continue, it can continue tomorrow, considering how strong of a move there was. But there isn't really a reason why. If anything, it should have dropped today, considering what could happen possibly tomorrow, which is the Fed speaking. If the Fed does, for whatever reason, announce that it's starting its quantitative easing in terms of being able to raise rates, at least show its projection as to when it would start to do that, whether or not it's in a year, in 5 years, etc. People have like an end date to the stimulus inserted by the Fed, then that would, unless it feels very strange. I don't know why today was the day this one went up. We take a look at the VIX today, which was even more strange. Today the VIX went up. If we look at the 5-minute, it went up since here. Okay, this was 9:30. Since 9:30 in the morning, it started to go up. If you look at Nasdaq from 9:30, let's take a look at 9:30. 9:30 here. From here, the VIX started to go up. Constantly, it just started to go up. Did I do that right? PIX. Yeah. Basically in a straight line except for this part right here. But basically it went straight up from 21.5 all the way to 23.27. That's a couple points in VIX movement. That should have tanked the market. On any other day, we're really like holding tight. I don't know why would you want to buy in. People have to be pretty certain that tomorrow the Fed is just going to say we're never raising rates, and if anything we're going to negative rates tomorrow, because this is the weird part about the market right now, right? So it's taken up to this point a fair amount of positive movement from the Fed reducing rates and inserting liquidity into the market. But it's only doing this because it sees weakness in the economy. They can try and massage their words all they want, but because they see weakness in the economy, that's why they're reducing rates. You wouldn't reduce rates for any other reason other than that, right? You want to get to full employment, you want to have inflation to a manageable amount, and etc., right? The purview and mission statement of the Fed. That should be the goal. If it has to go to negative rates, it sees a depreciating growth, like a substantial setbacks to the growth of the economy into the future, that it has to further reduce rates into negative territory to be able to cope with the deteriorating situation of the economy. If that happens, though, it's going to send the market upward. If it goes to negative rates. But the market is going to completely not. It should take into account that that the Fed is seeing significant damage to the economy, that it has to take these actions, that they're not going to necessarily be able to just buy simply to buy, that the economy is going to suffer, that the earnings are going to get impacted. Earnings will get impacted, so we see a need to lower rates. That should be the equation running through everybody's head, but nobody seems to get this. And every day that the rates stay really low means that things are not good. And yet the market persists. This is the part that drives me crazy. This is the part that drives me nuts about the market, is that it seems to just take only the liquidity, they inject the liquidity as signal enough to go higher. That's it. There was some improvement of like economic factors, like up to a certain extent, like to June, etc., whatnot, but like we didn't know that was going to be sustainable. Like, of course it was not sustainable. And now we don't even know exactly how many jobs we're going to lose in October, because PPP is still not around. For what the president can do by himself is not really like super significant, because all it can really do is offer loans, and nobody wants to take a loan because it's going to impact their future growth. And a lot of what the Fed has been able to provide is in terms of loans anyway, so it's still running across the same problem. The Fed is running out of tools. The Fed is running out of tools to be able to deal with this, with the economy, to be able to improve it by itself. It needs help from Congress. Right now, Congress is not doing anything. It's in trouble. The economy is in trouble. I'm trying to provide value and just trying to tell you guys what I see. From a momentum standpoint, it's got a whole lot of momentum, I'll tell you that right now. We go back to studies, monthly volume. No, do not delete. Load study, monthly volume. Okay. So now VIX has upward momentum. Let's take a look here. Not that that matters. Not that that matters to the market. But the market in and of itself has, on the 5-minute, it doesn't have that much momentum. But it does have it here on the 2-hour, okay? It has a pretty strong momentum on the upside, all right? It can continue this into at least the very early part of tomorrow, unless it decides to turn around and close this gap and starts to move lower. But considering the starting point where we're at right now, just looking kind of something like this, and how high we are in terms of momentum, this could continue on for a few days. To what exactly as a catalyst, it's getting harder and harder to say when the market seems to not care about significant changes in underlying economic conditions, like increasing unemployment and the lowering of consumer confidence index. Yeah, that's how I see it at the moment. I hope you guys see some of the same things. If you guys don't agree with me, or if you guys have facts and or reasons why you think, like, of course this should continue upward, etc., whatnot, let me know, because I am genuinely interested why, simply, if it's not momentum, why this market should continue to go upward to what seems like almost indefinitely. We're completely oversold, overbought. I'm running out of reasons here. I'm running out of reasons as to why, even from a technical standpoint, as to why this keeps moving higher. There hasn't been significant volume higher to condone a shift upward completely. It seems, in terms of even how volume weighting movement is concerned, this feels like it should crash to these levels here, to below the volume weighted VWAP, volume weighted price tracker. Yeah, this is getting pretty ridiculous. It's getting pretty crazy. As far as 200 days goes, we're here. The market can drop %16% and not even touch the 200-day moving average. The market right now is currently 20% above the 200-day moving average. The market is 20% above the 200-day moving average. I don't know who needs to hear that, but I feel like that's important. I feel like that has to be some sort of metric where somebody's got to do something. This does not feel sustainable. This seems a little crazy. This seems a little crazy. I'll tell you what. But we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow, because, high fly forever. Let's just keep going upward. Oh man, this is nuts. These are wild times we're living through. These are wild times. Man. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, stay sane. It's crazy out there. Less and less of it makes any sense whatsoever. But that's the way it be sometimes. It be that way. It be that way sometimes. But yeah, take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.